stuff she does here, but
All his
it all has to be
disconnects, letters.
electronic. She does not.
He wasn't getting contact.
Look, yes, it is.
I reached out to both NIPSCO and EP, and they said that they've got books. I said, what do you mean? The whole number's done.
What now?
I said, when you guys do the disconnects and terminate, I said, I need
The job
notification.
description says.
The permit center's not gonna release
Make sure. you-
any permit without those disconnects.
Yeah, that's rough.
So he should be good to go. I don't know what the heck they're waiting on, but I'll check with them this morning
Oh, no.
to find out if they received them.
Yes.
Cause I would love to get that down sooner than later.
Oh, it is time. Is he still gonna try and get on or?
Stay.
All right.
It's 8-4. And,
Yeah, that guy steals it. Identity.
Good morning. We are going to call the Board of Public Safety meeting for Tuesday, May 26th to order. Lucy, if we could get a roll call?
Yes. Good morning. Daisy Davis,
Here.
Tessa Barnes,
Present.
Leisha Black.
Here.
Anthony Coleman is not here with us. We have a vacancy on this board, but we have a quorum.
Thank you. All right, if we could get a motion to approve the agenda as presented this morning?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
and I second that.
All right, we do need to amend the agenda. We have a union grievance from the fire department that we need to add to item 6 on our agenda. Could I get a motion to amend the agenda?
Go ahead.
That we amend the agenda to add the union grievance form.
In a second.
I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Agenda has been amended. The next item is the approval for the minutes of the May 12th, 2026 Board of Public Safety meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes from May 12th, 2026 and add them to the file.
And I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. All right, our next item is our claim and allowance docket.
I move that we approve the claim and allowance docket consisting of I don't see it. Oh, wait, consisting of 8 pages in the amount of $348,285.73, completed on 5/20/2026 at 1:26 p.m.
And I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. All right, our next items will be from our police department. And good morning, Chief.
Good. Andy Whitmire, Chief of Police, the Elkhart City Police Department. I have a handful of items on the agenda today, so we will work through them. The first I'm asking for approval is on the DIMS export. Essentially, DIMS is an old evidence software program we use that we've moved past. DIMS is sitting idly at the police department storing evidence. What we would like to do is extract that from there and move it to our current one so it's more accessible and just stored on a more modern software program, so we have access to it not only for the short term but for also the long term.
All right, is there any questions on this particular changeover?
No.
I would entertain a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the DIMS data export conversion in the amount of $20,000.
And I second that.
And if we could just add in there that we're giving permission for Captain Snyder to sign it.
And Do you want me to say it all over or just?
No, just that.
Okay. I'll also move that we give Captain Snyder permission to sign.
All right. We second that, Tessa?
Yes, I second that.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Perfect, thank you. The second item is a contract with WNDU we've used in the past, and we like to continue to use reference recruiting and just positive messaging that we use at the police department. The plan moving forward is to continue some of the same strategies we've used in the past with commercials and social media posts. The new version offers WNDU offers some solutions within their programming that will push some of our ads or recruitment efforts towards the front based on search histories of the people that are browsing through looking for law enforcement careers or law enforcement related items. So we'd ask for acceptance to kind of approve the contract with WNDU to help our recruitment efforts moving forward.
Okay.
I move that we approve the WNDU advertisement agreement in the amount of $35,000, also giving Captain Snyder permission to sign the document.
And I second that.
All in favor? Aye. Motion passes.
The third item on the agenda is the renewal of, I believe it's worded as the Evolve contract or the Motorola Concealed Weapons Detection
Evolve Express.
Express. Yes, it's the equipment or the software that's used just one floor below us as you enter the city building. It's to upkeep the maintenance and the software and the hardware for that program.
Okay. Do we have any questions on this contract?
This is 2 years, right?
You gotta make the motion first before you discuss it. So I move that we approve the Evolve Express renewal in the amount of $44,000.05 and give Captain Snyder permission to sign.
And I second that.
All right. And any discussion?
So it's 2 years, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, and they gave us is it that they gave us 2 quotes for one for 4 years and one for 2 years?
I'm not exactly up to speed on if they gave us a 4-year and a 2-year quote and we based on price or equipment, we chose the 2-year option. I can't answer that.
Okay. Okay. I just didn't understand why we,
It's right here.
Mm.
It just, yeah, what's included is there's a service fee for 3,100 and that is for 2 years.
right, and on page 10 is where I got confused. I'm like, so we just don't want that part. We just,
Oh. There's a quote in here for if you needed to buy a whole new unit. It was included in it, but that's not what we're using.
okay.
Yeah, it almost, yeah, I believe you're correct. It looks as if we were to buy another unit or when we originally bought the unit, it would include a 4-year service contract. We're not adding another unit. We're just continuing the existing unit that we have downstairs.
Right.
All right.
Good deal.
Still good?
Mhm.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
And the fourth item on the agenda is an MOU between the Elkhart Police Department and the Secret Service or the U.S. Secret Service. This primarily revolves around the Elkhart Police Department's current involvement in ICAC or Internet Crimes Against Children. It's very much a electronically forensic focused unit that investigates crimes against children on the internet. Access to, there's varying degrees of agreements with the Secret Service and TFOs. We're at the very entry level of it. We're reaching out to them for, or they're reaching out to us for, is to give us access into some limited information they have that are critical in all these investigations. So we don't have to go down and ask them or run through
Mhm.
the troop, run through ISP and then to the Secret Service. It'll give one of our officers access to the database to get the information more quickly, if that makes sense. That's kind of what
It does.
this limited MOU is.
Yep.
I move that we approve the MOU between EPD and the U.S. Secret Service to allow one officer to be a task force officer with the Secret Service.
And I second that.
All right. I do have one question on this. It says that it's approved by legal, but we're getting used to seeing the stamps from legal. Are we still okay on this one?
I know they reviewed it, but I'm
Okay.
hoping she's listening. She'll nod yes. That yes, they have looked at it. I noticed there wasn't a stamp, but she very much looked
Okay.
at it.
All right. We got a thumbs up. We're good. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
The next item under that is the agreement to be reimbursed by the federal government for payroll and cost. This is very much part of the agenda item we just approved. Essentially, although we don't anticipate this, typically when we've been involved in federal task force, such as U.S. Marshals or the ATF, if our officers are working overtime, the feds reimburse for that cost. Although this association with the Secret Service, we do not anticipate that based on the nature of the agreement. It's essentially saying, if we do get into that case where our officer is working overtime for something that's not directly related to us, that they will reimburse us overtime.
Okay.
I move that we approve the agreement between the Federal Law Enforcement Agency and EPD for the reimbursement of expenses.
And I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
And the last item on the agenda for us is the Indianapolis Cyber Fraud Task Force. This is very much in line with ICAC, the Secret Service and Indiana State Police, and what we're doing with internet crimes against children. This is, again, a part of that MOU with the Secret Service, where there's a regional, basically intelligence sharing group that's based out of Indianapolis, that we be able to share intelligence or operational questions. And as part of that MOU, we're become part of this. It's not a manpower thing. It's an annual or semi-annual meeting where we'll be able to attend and kind of share the trends of what we're seeing involved in the child crimes. So we're asking you to approve the membership into that.
I move that we approve the membership to the Indianapolis Cyber Fraud Task Force.
And I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
And I believe that is all I have. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Not right now.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next item on our agenda is with our fire department. And we have received a union grievance form. The name of the grievant is Zachary Burrington. And what we are here to do today is to set a date for the hearing for this grievance. And the date that we have on our calendar to be set for this is June 23rd, 2026. Are there any questions or comments? Okay. Could I get a motion to accept and set the date for June 23rd?
I move that we accept the grievance form for Zachary Burrington and set the hearing for June 23rd, 2026.
Start at 9 a.m.
Oh, I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. And the next item, we don't have anyone here from the communications department. But we do have the April 2026 report for all of the incoming and outgoing emergency and non-emergency phone calls. Do we have any questions or comments that we need to put on record to be addressed at our next board meeting?
Do we need to approve this? Okay, I make a motion that we approve the month-end report from the Communications Center for April 2026.
And I second that.
All in favor? Motion passes. And then our last three are presented by our Building and Code Enforcement Department. Good morning,
Good
Tim.
morning. Tim Bastine, Building Commissioner, City of Elkhart. We have three things in front of you this morning. First one being the Building Department Monthly End Report for April 2026.
I move that we accept the month-end report from the building department for April 2026 and place it on file.
And I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
The second thing on your agenda is the Code Enforcement Report for April 2026.
I move that we accept the code enforcement report for April 2026 and place it on file.
And I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Perfect. And last but not least, a Rental Inspection Program Report for April 2026.
I move that we accept the rental inspection program report for April 2026 and place it on file.
And I second that.
I do have one question on this one. And maybe it's just an oversight from months past, but the registered rental properties, the first box in this, is that how many were registered that month?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and we are experiencing a great turnout on all of the landlords. So I thank them in advance. We are catching a lot of things that are saving lives, actually, and one of them being carbon monoxide. I believe we're approaching 100 issues where we've had to either evacuate the building due to carbon monoxide levels being so high, or NIPSCO has come out and shut the gas meter off until it's been rectified.
Wow.
So the program is definitely working, and I think that we're booked out almost to the end of 2027 with inspections, where
Great.
people have already got on board before July 1st deadline.
Wow. That's really great. Do we know what the next highest and failed inspection is for, if the first would be carbon monoxide?
Smoke alarms,
So all kind of alert system.
all kind of related, both, and that actually shows a real reflection of the amount of fires that we have not had.
Right.
Then due to either the tenants taking the batteries out of the smoke detectors, or the landlord not having adequate enough smoke detectors, or not in the proper locations. So all those items we're catching. And I think that it's a direct reflection of the less amount of fires that we're having, which is all beneficial.
Tim, can you explain, because I didn't even know this, the location of those detectors and like how many you should have, kind of like for a certain size
there's
house?
in each one of the bedrooms, you should have a smoke alarm. And then outside of the bedrooms, the actual path to getting out of the apartment or house, there needs to be one. A carbon monoxide detector should be down in the basement near where the gas appliances are. So even though I can't regulate that or mandate that they have one, we can find out that when the rental inspector gets there, he puts a meter on the first thing he gets in the unit. And if the levels are so high, then we take precautions accordingly. But yeah, we are catching a lot of smoke alarms, either not in the right places, but definitely one in each bedroom, and then one outside of the bedrooms, the path of egress to get out. Which is, we're catching a lot of that. I believe we're over 1,000 on those.
Wow.
Wow.
When you talked about the carbon monoxide, some of the levels were so high that you had to have the gas turned off. Was it just poor upkeep from the house, or was it a failure of
it's
the equipment?
A majority of things. It could be the flue pipe on the gas appliance in the basement isn't connected correctly. There's a leak somewhere in the gas line, actually from the where it comes in from the gas meter to the gas appliance in the basement. We're catching a lot of leaks there. And anything over 50 parts per million is unacceptable. We've had some instances where it pinned the meter at 500.
Oh my gosh.
So you can imagine, and the tenants of the property are saying, "Well, I've been experiencing headaches." There is a perfect example of why. It's odorless, and it's a silent killer.
Wouldn't that make your gas bill higher if you had a leak?
It probably would, but a lot of times the gas bill is paid by the landlord,
Oh, okay.
so the tenant would have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's in their utility package where it's part of their, but even though a gas leak can be so small, but so deadly.
Thank
So
you.
we're catching a lot of them, and I think we're hitting it out of the park. The rental inspector was a licensed pipe fitter, so he knows exactly how to tell the landlord to get it fixed correctly. And they're following what we're advising because it's only going to save lives for them and make.
I have a question. How many, just an estimate of how many landlords are not participating or out of compliance?
We'll know that here shortly. I would say for a majority of them, we knew this in advance that the landlords that want to comply are going to be the ones that are going to meet the July 1st deadline. So we'll come up with a list of that hopefully in the next month or so, and we'll give you guys a report of how many did not go for the mandatory deadline.
And with us going all the way out until 2027,
Right,
is
those
there-
are already scheduled.
right, is there a thought to add some more inspectors?
No, because we have a timeline of we want to do about 3,000 inspections a year, and by the time we get to that third year, we will have gotten through all of the rentals. So we're on pace for what we already knew what was going to happen. So, and we have we're actually taking with some of the code officers, we're actually taking some of the load off of the rental inspector for re-inspections. So we're handing the re-inspections to the code officers accordingly. And some of those re-inspections